Sagittarius, thanks for visiting. So this is reading for mid-August. I'm a little bit late. I'm trying my best to get these out. I'm trying to preserve my energy because I do lose a lot of energy when I get to the end of these readings. I don't want to just pump them out. I want to make sure I really concentrate. I give each reading as much energy as I can. So that's why I'm doing this. So if you like this reading, you can like, subscribe or comment if that's what you like to do. Or do everything if you want to, or do nothing, I don't mind. And if you want to support this channel, there are ways you can do that in the description down there in the box below as well. So I'll just start your reading right now. So yeah, Sagittarius. So the first card you've got for your past, the Seven of Wands. Yeah, lots of difficulty, lots of poking, a little bit of struggling. I'm seeing lots of words. Someone trying to hold you back in their words. That's what I'm seeing there, because you've got the Ace of Swords right there, which can be, you know, difficult words, and then you've got this poor man here who's being poked by these wands. So it feels quite strained. I'm definitely getting a lot of work here, because I'm just looking down to the Eight of Pentacles as well, which is right down there. So yeah, you're working really hard. You're trying to learn. It's like you're trying to get out of a certain position that you're in, and you're trying to progress and get into something else. And I just want to say, if that's what you're doing, it feels like you're doing really, really well. You might not be feeling that right now because there's a lot of strain here, a lot of pressure. You might feel like, oh, I'll never get there. When am I ever going to get there? You'll get there. You'll get there. So just try and keep going, keep pushing day after day. You will get there in the end. So if that's you, you will get there. It feels like you put a lot of pressure on yourself, actually. You put a lot of pressure on yourself. It's all or nothing sometimes with you. It's like, oh, this can't fail. I put so much into this. It has to work. It has to work. Try and hold back a little bit. Try and relax a little bit with this. I know it's really hard when this is something you really, really want, but just try and ease off a bit. You know, try and relax. Just work on this day by day. Eventually, it'll get done. A lot of this pressure is coming from you. It's coming from inside of you. It almost feels like you've got something to prove to someone, and you really don't have to. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You really, really don't. Yeah, just looking at the Seven of Wands with all these wands poking at this poor man. It feels like you've put up with a lot of criticism in your past, actually, and maybe that's partly where this is coming from. You've internalized that criticism. You know, you've had some failures in your past, but everyone has. I have. And that's nothing to be ashamed of. Yeah, you know, I think there might be someone around you, or there was recently, who grew up with you. And it looks like maybe they won't let you forget things. They won't let you forget things from your past mistakes, things like that. And, you know, they grew up with you, whoever this is. That's what I'm getting. And they know all those past mistakes. If it was a new friend or someone like that, they wouldn't know that about you. But this person knows a lot about you. And they won't let you move on. They keep on bringing things up again and again and again. So they always did this, I think, all the way through your life, you know, when you're with them. I keep on seeing a sibling. Doesn't have to be, but it might be a sibling. And now they're still bringing things up. It's like every time you see them, they bring things up. Oh, remember when you did that? Oh, remember when you did that mistake? You got that job, or you were in a relationship with that ridiculous person, and you don't know what you're doing. You're always doing this. You're always doing that. And they're always repeating your past mistakes to your face over and over again. Look at the Ace. Look at the Eight of Pentacles. Not the Ace. The Eight of Pentacles. You know, look at all those pentacles. This man's repeating what he's making over and over again. So that's how it feels to you. It's like, oh, not this again. Not this again. They're bringing this up again. You don't have anything to prove to this person. That's one thing I need to tell you. You don't need to prove anything to this person. You don't need to be around this person. You don't need to be around them. I know with families, sometimes people feel as if they need to be around their family. I can understand that family loyalty. But if someone's treating you in this way, you don't need to be around them. And the reason why they're doing this is what I'm getting. they used to, I'm getting this family dynamic here. This is what I'm picking up on. There's an old family dynamic, and it feels like they were on top. They might have been an older sibling, actually, I don't know. But they were on top in some way. And the family dynamic, it looks like it was that you were the one who needed the advice. You were the one who everyone told what to do. You were the one that made the mistakes. And that was the way a lot of people around you saw you. And now you're not like that. Look at you, you're working hard, you're getting somewhere, you know where you're going, you're like this man in the Eight of Pentacles. And they don't like that. They don't like that. And they're afraid that you're going to change this dynamic and that you're going to get up on top of them. And you are going to do that. And they don't like that. They feel a bit threatened. So that might give you an idea, that might help you to realise where this is coming from, why they're doing that. And again, I just want to say this to you again, you don't have to be around them. You don't have to be around this person. You're not obliged to be with them. You do not have to sit and put up with this kind of talk if that's what you're doing. And you know, you've moved on from that, you're getting ahead, you know you're not that person, you know you're a capable person, you know you're a strong person. But if you're around that kind of talk over and over again, it erodes that. It starts to erode your confidence. Don't let that happen to you. So that's what I'm getting there. Yes, so something else in this Eight of Pentacles here. So obviously you're working hard, I'm getting that. You're trying to achieve something. I mean, I'm getting this, it feels like sacrifice. It feels like you're sacrificing or you're giving up something. You're giving up something now so that something better's coming along later. That's what I'm getting. It feels like I'm getting this feeling of wanting to move, wanting to travel. Maybe where you're living, maybe in your living space, you're not happy. You're really wanting to move to something else, into somewhere better. I'm getting that. It definitely feels like you're not content where you are. But then there's a part of you that knows that you have to stay there just for now, because it's the right thing for you to now, so that for you for now, I'm trying to say, so that you'll get to something better later on. It might be that you're saving money, so you're in a smaller space right now, you know, because you've got the Five of Pentacles right next to this. So it might be that, okay, I have to put up with these conditions right now. I've got to save money. I'm trying to save so that I'll be in a better position later on. It might be that you're just starting off in this work that you're doing, and you know that maybe you're not taking that much pay right now or something like that, because later on things will get better, and you know it will. Or maybe it's a business that's just starting out. There's something like that. Now, things are going to improve for you. You are going to get out of the situation you're in right now, especially if you're in your home, because I'm getting this, I'm in this place, I'm not really happy where I am. I really want to travel. I really want to move to somewhere else. I'm really, really feeling unhappy, but I know I have to put up with this just for now. You are going to move on to somewhere better in the future. You've got the world over there. Things are going to improve. And you've got the Empress there as well. So you're going to be more comfortable than where you are now. And it's really interesting. They're all in that middle row going across. Working hard, putting up with things, putting up with the less money maybe, putting up with a less than satisfactory condition, and then later on you're in more comfort. So just know that that's going to happen for you. You won't be putting up with this forever, but you know that you're doing the right thing. You know that you're doing this for now so that better is going to come later. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, so with this situation, with this sacrifice that you're in, if that's you, if that's all resonating with you, I'm getting a love connection here. I'm getting someone, this is what I'm getting. I'm literally getting the phrase sitting in silence. Someone's sitting in silence. Someone's not very happy with something that's going on between you. It feels like they're not quite sure why you're doing something. Maybe they feel left out of your plans. Maybe they're worried that you've got all these big ambitions and you might eventually leave them. I think that's what they're deep down, what their biggest fear is, that they've been with you all this time, and then when things start to take off or get better for you, they might lose you. I think that's what they're worried about. I don't think they're saying anything to you, because I keep on getting this sitting in silence. but it feels like it's building up inside them. It's building up inside them, and they want to let this out at some time. They're not now, but it feels like this might come out later on at some time. You might have to have a conversation with this person. Yeah, this person loves you. They absolutely love you. So don't worry, they're not going to leave you. But their fear is that you might leave them, I think. Or that you'll lose interest, or that you'll be so preoccupied with this thing that you won't take any notice of them. Yeah, lots and lots of fears, lots of worries around them. Again, they're not speaking to you about this, so it's building up inside them. If you're with a partner, if you're with someone and you really feel that they're a little bit quiet or that they're not quite telling you something, try and open up to them. Try and get them to have a conversation. You know, really see if something's bothering them. Try and open up. That's the message I'm getting there. But yeah, you're on the right track with this thing you're working on. You're on the right track with that. But someone doesn't quite understand what you're doing, and they might have the wrong idea. They're a bit confused about what you're doing. And I know that sounds very confusing, but it's mixed in with this thing you're doing. The time you might be spending away from them, it might be that. And they feel as if they're going to lose you. Very insecure person. So I hope that helps someone. I hope you can talk to someone. This love connection, if you're with a partner right now. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit confused with my words. I'm trying to do my best. Okay, so I'll go with the Queen of Swords now, because I'm getting that again here. You know, you've got this Queen here. Definitely a love connection again. And yeah, again, there's this barrier between you. Look at this. She's got her sword up. So it's... I have to tell you, there's definitely love here. They absolutely, definitely love you. But they've got lots of worries. They've got lots of worries about this situation. And again, their biggest worry is that they're going to lose you. And I don't think you're doing anything to really, or you're not doing anything on purpose to make them feel like that. I don't think you are. But they do feel like that. I just want to say before I go on, this might be coming up in reverse for you, because I'm just feeling a reversal here. So it might be for some of you that you're the one that's worried about this situation, and you're worried that you're going to lose someone. So it can come up either way. And I don't normally say this, but I'm really feeling that it might be coming up in reverse for some people. So I just wanted to address that. But yes, someone's definitely feeling left out. They're feeling like the Five of Pentacles here. They're not saying anything because they don't want to upset the other person. And they feel as if they say something, they might anger the person or upset them, or they might lose them through saying something. But then if they don't say anything, they're kind of suffering in silence. And I think this is going to come out eventually. And I can see it coming out. Actually, I'm going to talk about this now. I'm going to talk about the Ace of Swords right now, because I can see that progression coming from the Queen of Swords to the Ace of Swords. Yeah, so the Queen of Swords, again, holding her sword up, cutting yourself off, cutting people off, not coming forward, not saying anything. The Ace of Swords is about a conversation. This is about the conversation. So you've got a couple here in the Ace of Swords. You've got an olive branch on the left that represents the feminine. You've got the palm leaf on the other side that represents the masculine. So you've got a couple here. Now, it doesn't mean it's a heterosexual couple. This is just the way it's presented here. But there's a couple here, and there's a sword in the middle. And swords represent words. Now, because this is a great big sword here, you're going to hear a few things in this conversation whenever it happens. Some of these things in this conversation might feel a little bit hard for you to hear. So I have to prepare you for this. Now, there are going to be some good things in this conversation that are going to come out. They're going to really get everything off their chest. The floodgates are opening. I'm really seeing this happening in this conversation. Everything they've had bottled up, I think it's all going to come out. So you're going to get good, bad, everything else. And you're going to get all their worries. Some of these worries that they've had are a bit irrational. Like, oh, they're going to run off with someone else. Oh, they're going to hurt me. Oh, they're going to get all successful and they're going to go off with all these other people. I'm going to be left behind. I don't think you're going to do this because there's a lot of love between you. But when people are worried, when they bottle things up, when they're not having open conversations, sometimes, you know, they can imagine all kinds of things that are happening. So I think a lot of that's going to come out in this conversation. And yeah, good and bad, everything's coming out. The floodgates are opening and it's supposed to come out. It's all supposed to come out. This is all what's supposed to happen, if this is making any sense to you at all. And you're just looking at this whole sequence down the middle here. They're going to express feeling left out, because I've got that in the Five of Pentacles. They feel like they're left out. They feel like they're going to lose you. Again, that's their greatest fear, that they're going to lose you. They want stability with you and they're trying to hang on to you. They're trying to hang on to you. If you look just under this Five of Pentacles here, if you look at these coins right in the middle there, there's a little anchor shape. They want to anchor themselves to you. They're afraid of losing you. That's what I'm getting. They want to be attached to you. And they want to be attached to the stability in the Pentacles. That's what their greatest fear is. That's all going to come out. So, okay, I'm just looking down at the Two of Cups now. And so obviously that's about, that's a conversation between a couple as well. And, you know, there's this beautiful caduceus in between these cups here. That's all about healing. So I think what might happen is after this initial conversation in the Ace of Swords, you might have to be by yourself. They might have to go off by themselves. You might not have to do that, but there's some kind of healing that might have to happen after this conversation. And then eventually, I think you will come together again, because that's what this Two of Cups is about. Eventually, you are going to come back together again. You're going to understand each other again. It's a lot more positive. But you're going to have to heal from this initial conversation. That's what I'm seeing. So it's like this sword, this big sword in between this couple in the Ace of Swords is there. And gradually, eventually, after this time of healing, you know, which is this caduceus in the middle of these cups, then there's a coming together. Then there's a coming together. And one of you is going to reach out after that initial conversation, after that difficult conversation. So that's kind of what I'm getting there. I hope this is making sense to someone. It's all just coming out of my mouth as I'm looking at it. Okay, so, okay, I'm just looking at the Five of Pentacles again. I'm just seeing something now. There's a bit of a warning here. Just be a little bit careful. I'm getting someone here. Now, it might be someone in your family, might be a friend. This is someone you've been close to before. And there's a separation now. There's some kind of separation between you. And I think there's a separation because this is the kind of person who, oh yeah, it's a horrible feeling when I see this. This is the kind of person who, they ask for help. They expect help from people. But when it's their time to help people, they suddenly disappear. And I think that might be what's happened to you. Now, there's a little bit of, I don't want to say sneakiness, but it really feels like that to me. So I have to say that. They might speak through someone else, or they might start hinting that they need some help. So now, I don't want to say don't help people. I don't want to say that at all. If there's someone around you who you feel as if you need help, please help them. But if you're getting that feeling that this is a kind of a dodgy person, that they're not there to help people, that they're all out for themselves, that they're being a bit sneaky about asking, that's the one you want to avoid. That's the one you really should say no to. So if that's how you're feeling around someone, say no to this person. I don't think they're going to be around you now. I think that might come in the future. So, but they might start hinting now, or someone around them might start hinting for them. You know, someone around them might say, oh, did you hear about so-and-so? Oh, they're in a really bad place and they've been telling me all about it. It's that kind of thing. So just be aware for that. Again, there's money here in the Five of Pentacles. They might literally ask for money. It might be that. So just watch out for that. That's just what I'm getting now. Okay, so the first card you've got for your future is this World card, which is a fantastic card. I love this, amazing card. And what this is showing me is, you know, this thing you're working on in the Eight of Pentacles. You're going to do well in this, you know, with the world. This is victory. You've got this big, huge, I can't say the word huge, this big, huge laurel wreath here right in the middle with this woman in the middle. And you know, just looking at this woman, what I'm getting here is, because I was getting this in the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, you're sacrificing something now to get to something better later on. And what I was getting is, it might be in your home, it might be that you're in a small home that you're not happy in, you might be lacking in space where you are, it might be that you're with people you're living with you're not happy with. It feels very, very cramped or uncomfortable, or it's something you're not happy in the space, and I was getting travelling to somewhere else. So what this is showing you is you are going to be able to travel to somewhere else. The world can be about travelling. And, you know, you can see this woman here. She's right in the middle of this laurel wreath once again. And she's got all this space around her. So she's up in the air. She's up in the sky. She's flying around. She's got all this space. She's free. So you're going to have more space wherever you live in the future. So you are going to get that. So the sacrifice you're making now is right. You're right about that. You're going to get something better in the future. You're going to feel a lot better in your space. The other thing I'm getting here is with this moving, if you're literally thinking of moving at some time out of your home into somewhere else, try to keep that to yourself. Try to keep your plans to yourself, because I'm just getting this feeling that there's someone around you or around your space or something like that. They want to move into where you are, and it's like they're sitting there waiting, and they're thinking, oh, when they move out, I want to move in. It's that kind of thing. It might be a roommate situation. It might be that someone's just kind of waiting to pounce on your space. And that just feels very claustrophobic, very uncomfortable to me. I don't like the way that feels. And you know, if you look at this woman, you've got all these characters around the edge, and then looking in on the laurel wreath, and it really looks like that. It's like they're about to pounce in. That's where I'm getting that from. So, you know, and when you move, it's a horrible thing to do anyway, to have to move. It's really annoying and difficult and stressful. So make it as easy as you can for yourself. Don't say anything until the last minute. You know, it might be that, you know, there's an estate agent that brings someone in when you're still in there. You know, just something that's very difficult, very uncomfortable. And, you know, you've got the Empress there as well, and that's reminding you to keep your space as comfortable as possible, because she's really, really comfortable. But yeah, again, that Empress is showing you you're going to be in a much more comfortable position than you are now. I think money-wise, look across the middle there, look across the middle row. You've got working really hard, you're working on something, you're sacrificing, trying to achieve something. Five of Pentacles, obviously, you're in this difficult situation. You know it's going to get better. You know you're going to be more comfortable. And the Empress has shown you, yes, you are going to be more comfortable. You are going to be in a better position, money-wise and comfort-wise. So you're doing the right thing now. Whatever you're doing now, it's the right thing. So keep on going. And I think, yeah, with the Empress as well, that's another indication to me, telling me that in this relationship, if that's all resonating with you, you know, you're going to heal, and then you're going to come to a much more comfortable place in this relationship. So there's that as well. So it is going to get better eventually. That's all in this reading. You're having a lot of problems, a lot of difficulties. Keep moving through that. And, you know, things are going to get a bit worse, I have to say. But generally, with everything, it is going to get better. It's like you've got to move through the mud to get to the roses. That's the kind of thing I'm getting. So, yeah, with the Six of Swords here right at the end. Again, moving, getting out of a bad situation, getting out of all these waves. I'll move it up so you can see. So she's coming out of all these wavy seas, all the problems that you're in right now, and she's moving into these, you know, more calmer seas, a better place. So that's what I'm getting there. You're getting that again. So I think you might find yourself blocking someone. Yeah. I think you might find, I think you might be blocking someone, distancing yourself, moving away from someone. I think it might be that family member. I was getting the Seven of Wands, because what I'm getting is lots of talk again with all these swords. Swords are words once again. So lots and lots of talk from this person. It might be other family members that are kind of chiming in on that as well. They're all talking. I'm seeing a little bit of gossip. And I think it's going to come to a head where you're finally going to say, no, no, I'm moving away. I'm moving away. I'm saying no. Again, it's still going to take you a while, I think, to get rid of those voices out of your head, these kind of past failures that they keep on bringing up again and again and again. You know, because you've got this woman, she's moving out of the worst of things, but she's bringing the swords with her. And again, swords are words, so she's got all those words still following her. But eventually, when you're past this, when you don't speak to them again, when you really start to improve your conditions, your focus will be on that. And eventually all those words will move out of your head. So you're doing the right thing if that's what you're doing. If you're literally blocking someone, or if you're just distancing yourself. So you're doing the right thing by that. So yeah, I feel really mixed about this reading. I don't know how it felt to you, but I just went blah 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 as I saw everything. So hopefully some of this makes sense to someone. It feels like a really horrible reading actually, but the best comes at the end. It really does. So if you're going through all these problems right now, it is going to get better for you. I'm not just saying that. You can see that here. You can see that in all these cards here. So Sagittarius, it's a general reading. Obviously, it's not going to resonate with everyone. All I have to say now is thanks for watching.